Yo, what's going on with y'all, man? I hope all of y'all are having a blessed day, man. I hope y'all feeling good, living good, all that good stuff, man. I'm coming back at y'all with another one. Today's video is going to be very, very informational. So if y'all watching this video, make sure you hit the like button down below. So let's get this video out in the algorithm. I feel like everybody needs to hear this video. I feel like it was my duty to come out here and make this video because I haven't really seen any influencers, talk about this, and this is something that's really serious and is going around right now. And a lot of people don't really know about it because, like I tell you guys all the time, the mainstream media ain't gonna really tell you what's really going on. They're not gonna warn you about the things that's going on around the world. They're not gonna tell you nothing, okay? And that's their job, not to tell you nothing. That's a part of them being in control. These people don't give a fuck about you. They don't care about you. They don't care about your well-being. They don't care about your health. I mean, we learned that with just the first round of COVID. You know what I'm saying? So at this point, I feel like people need to start being hip to what's going on and stop being so just distracted with all this extra shit. You know what I mean? Like, they're always going to try to throw distractions in front of you and put a bunch of stuff in your face so you don't really know what's going on over here. But even in the start of the year, it's been earthquakes in Japan. It was just a small earthquake in New York. Like, a lot of weird stuff is just taking place right now around the world. The food is being fucked with. It's a sickness that's going on right now, and that's what I really wanted to touch on in this video. I was telling y'all on my live last night, for those that was in my live, I was telling y'all how it's like a real viral virus that's going around right now. They're not talking about it on the news, but if you're in places like Ohio or in Florida, you know what I mean? The ERs is flooded with people and kids. It's kids that's getting really, really sick, and they're getting pneumonia. And I told y'all that they're calling this sickness the white lung disease, right? And basically what it is a respiratory infection. It turns into pneumonia over time. And if you live in places like Ohio or if you live in places like Florida, you would know. If you live in these places and you work in the health department or whatever, you would see that the ER is flooded with people that's getting sick. You know what I mean? And they're wearing masks and all of this, and they're coughing like crazy. Even in my city, like it's starting to become like a thing now where you're starting to see masks again. You're starting to see people cough again. They're getting coughs that they can't even get rid of. My mom was just sick not too long ago, and she was having a cough that she couldn't get rid of. And it's just crazy, right? Because nobody's talking about this, and it's a big thing that's going on. And I got a video that I want to show y'all, man. I don't know if I can show y'all, but I'm gonna show y'all anyway. That's why I tell y'all to hit the like button, because y'all know when you talk about this type of shit, they always try to take your video down. And before I even get into the video, look, I am not a doctor. I don't work. Listen, I'm not a doctor. This video is for entertainment purposes only. Yeah, so I had to make that clear before I said this, because y'all know how I get on YouTube. But look, we're finna dive into this video. I want to show y'all this, and I want y'all to give me y'all thoughts and opinions down below.
Talking about this, but there is something going around, something else that they infected us with. And it's not COVID, it's not the flu, it's not RSV. All the typical cold symptoms, sore throat, body aches, fever, cough, congestion, etc. But when they come in to the ER, they have swelling in their legs, water in their lungs, fluid in their heart, etc. And we're talking people of all ages, including very young people. But they don't want you to know what's really going on, so they're not putting it in the news. I'm telling you, the entire ER where I work at is so full to capacity that there's no room for patients coming into the ER. We have patients that are contagious and they're on top of each other in the hallways because there's no room for everyone. There's not enough space. There's beds all over the hallway. Everyone's coughing on each other. So I guess the new way to unalive people is the same thing as COVID, I guess. But this time, they're not gonna let the public know. They're just gonna do it on the down low.
How'd y'all seen from that video? Crazy, right? This is coming from a woman that's in the Florida area, and as you've seen from the video, she was basically explaining how the ERs is flooded with people that's getting sick. Now, the question that people need to start asking themselves is, where are these sicknesses coming from, right? And I told y'all this in my live last night. This ain't a coincidence, I feel like we done went through so much shit since 2020 to the point where we should already know what the hell these people got going on. You know what I mean? Like, we should already know that most of this stuff is planned and man-made stuff that they make in the labs, okay? And at this point, I feel like they're at a point now where they're trying to sneak and do certain shit. Like, at least with the first time, it was after a while, you know, people started to get hip to it. Then it was worldwide. They started telling us to, you know, stay in the house, quarantine, all that other bullshit. But come on now, bro. Like, at this point, people need to start realizing this is all set up shit. Okay, this is all stuff that they do to keep people controlled. And then after they bring out the sicknesses, it's always an agenda right after. They go out and they tell you, hey, go out and go get these shots. Go out and go get these shots. You know how many people lost their life taking them fucking shots? Ruining their heart, taking them shot. Like, bro, these people don't have your best interest, man. And this video ain't to put fear in nobody's heart. It's not to promote fear mongering or whatever the case is, because I know how people be in my comments, oh, you're fear mongering. It's not that I'm fear mongering, bro. I'm just trying to get people prepared for what's going on, you know. So what people need to be doing right now is keeping their immune system on point. Okay, that's the number one thing. Keep your immune system on point. Lots of fruits, lots of vegetables, and just keep your shit on point, bro. Like, now is the time to keep your immune system on point. And not only that, now is the time to be finding ways to make passive income. Like I told you guys on my live, you know, the first time when we were going through that whole pandemic, the biggest thing that was fucked up for a lot of people was everybody was getting laid off. You know, a lot of people couldn't go back to work. A lot of people couldn't do what they wanted to do and make their money and feed their families because they were dependent on the system. You know, and like I tell you guys all the time, when you're dependent on the system and when you work within the system, you're basically controlled because they can lay you off whenever they want to lay you off. If there's a pandemic or something's going on, you're not going to be able to make no money. You see what I'm saying? So now is the time for people to start preparing. You know, even if this ain't a big thing, you know, this could be just something small. Maybe it won't become worldwide. Maybe it won't become a huge pandemic like the first time. But we can't take no chances with these people. You know, like, we don't know what these people was doing. We don't know what these people are planning. So now is the time to be preparing and trying to find ways to make passive income. So worst come to worst, you got ways to make money at the house. You got ways to still feed your family even if you get laid off of your job. Not too long ago, I ordered some seeds, because I really want to get down to making my my own vegetables and growing my own plants, growing my own crops. Like, we need to start going back to the roots of living, bro. We can't really keep dependent on these people much longer, bro, because as these years go on, the agendas is going to keep going on. Our food is going to continue to be fucked with. Like, at this point, we got to start taking our life back and learning how to do things ourselves, okay? We can't keep dependent on the system, bro, because that's where the controlling comes in. They come out with these sicknesses and then they force you to do certain things to go back to work. You know what I mean? And any average person, they're going to do what they got to do to feed their fucking family. Ain't nobody finna just be broke. People got kids out here. People got things to do. You know what I'm saying? So if they tell you, hey, it's a sickness going around, go ahead and get this shot. If you don't get this shot, you can't come back to work. 9 times out of 10, most people are going to go get that shit so they can go back to work. You see what I'm saying? It's a control tactic. It's to keep people controlled. It's to keep people in fear. Most of this stuff is just it's all propaganda most of the time. But I just need people to start being aware of this and start really taking this shit serious and, you know, realizing where you're getting played. These people are playing us, man. We are the prey, and they're testing us out like fucking lab rats, okay? And every year is going to be something new. And when you see these things, don't be in fear. Don't be scared. Don't do none of that. Just prepare. That's all I'm telling you. Stock up. Now is the time to get your gun license. Now is the time to really learn how to, you know, use a firearm. Now is the time to really learn how to do everything by yourself. Learn how to really survive out here without these people, bruh. I wanted to share this with y'all. Give me y'all thoughts and opinions down below in the comments. If you live in a city where this is viral and you're starting to see these things, share your experience down below of what you've been seeing and let us know what's going on. Give me your thoughts and opinions though down below, man. I love y'all. Like, comment, share, subscribe if you're new. I'm out, y'all.